his own mother. John Aylor's 37 years of age. His path of criminal activity started in 2003. He's been arrested at least 24 times for theft-related charges and drug-related charges, as he was truly an addict. Yesterday, around 4:30 in the morning, a little before 4:30 in the morning, Jake, who he's commonly referred as, decides he's going to break in once again to his mother's house. He does so by crawling in through the doggy door. He has done so on several occasions. He will break in the middle of the night and steal whatever he can get his hands on. This is a family. This is a mother who's been taking care of his child since she was born 10 years ago. So as he's been in and out of jail since 2003, she's been the caregiver. She's been the person who his daughter can rely on as her guardian, as the person who makes sure that she has the basic essentials in life. We believe that he breaks in yesterday. He arms himself with a knife and goes to her bedroom, and that's where we believe the argument ensued over what he could steal. Not being happy or content on what he could take that day or that morning, he stabs his mom at least one time in the chest. That one time was a fatal blow. This 10-year-old and another teenager who's living within the residence, who's also a family member, is awakened by their grandmother's screams for help. She's now begging her son, the very person who just fatally stabbed her, as she's dying, and pleading for him to help her. Jake, help me. Jake, help me. That's what these poor children wake up to last night. She's panicking. She's dying. She needs help desperately. She crawls out of her bedroom and crawls over to the teenager's bedroom while she is making pleas for her to call 911. This 16-year-old has already called for help, and help is on the way. But unfortunately, as fast and quick as first responders arrived on scene, she had already succumbed to that fatal stab wound. She lost her life yesterday. I normally don't get in front of the media when it comes to a homicide. It's not because as a society or as a sheriff or sheriff's office we should ever become desensitized to the act of homicide. But this is why I'm here today. This is our 14th family-related homicide this year already. We had 16 for the entire year last year. As a law enforcement agency, as a sheriff, you have a blueprint to reduce violence if it's as a result of drug-related violence, gang-related, human trafficking-related, robbery-related, whatever it is. We have a blueprint to reduce violence, to make sure that violence doesn't occur on these types of crime. But family violence is a silent crime. There is no blueprint. The only way we can stop these type of crimes is if you are a victim of family violence and you make that courageous step to ask for help. I say it time after time. We are so fortunate that we live in a community where help is available. Phenomenal resources like the Spring of Tampa Bay. But the only way that we're going to stop family violence is if you have the courage to say enough is enough and you ask for help. That's my plea today. Stop what you're doing, stop immediately, and ask for help before it's too late. What questions can I try to answer this morning?
Have he been physically violent towards her before?
He had not, that we know of. Again, he had no violent history until he did, and that was yesterday.
You've obviously heard an unlimited number of horrific stories in your time in law enforcement. This sounds like it is just about as bad as it can possibly be.
Yeah, I think what makes it really, that makes this every loss of life is tragic, and every one of us in this community should realize the toll that takes. But I think what makes this so egregious is he stabbed and killed the very individual who his 10-year-old daughter could depend on. She didn't have a lot. They lived frugal. And when I mean frugal living, I mean frugal living. But whatever she had, she shared raising his daughter. And he took her life.
What is the daughter's fate now? Who's going to take her?
And to get to your point, I think that's what makes this so tragic. This 10-year-old who provided, who relied and depended on the only constant in her life being her grandmother is now gone. What happens to her? The ripples of this violence will go on forever in this child's eyes. Thank you, everyone. Have a great and safe day.
So I know what else going to happen. Can you just explain how you came upon him this morning?
Yes.
Where he was? I mean, it looked like he was at a camp of some kind.
Yes, great point, and thank you for asking. I'm sorry I missed that. The thing I love about this community is when we ask for help, they respond. It doesn't matter how little or significant the help may be. We needed help. This person's a homeless individual sleeping on friends or acquaintances or fellow users' couches or on the floor or even out in the woods at different homeless encampments. And one of the first things we did is, once we linked him to this crime, is put it out and asked this community for help, and this community responded. We had the cavalry out yesterday. We never stopped searching for this suspect from the moment that we knew that this was the individual who killed his mom. We searched the different homeless encampments all along the Alafai River. At one point during the day yesterday, I got excited because we even located his cell phone, but we never located him. It seemed like we were just a step behind, but the cavalry was out, from all our patrol deputies, every available detective, our aviation unit, our K-9 unit. They never stopped. But it was that important phone call, the one that we always look for, that lifeline that we needed, when around 4:30 this morning, we get a concerned citizen who makes a call and says, hey, I saw this on the news. I saw you guys are looking for this individual, and I just saw him not too long ago, and he's at this residence. So the cavalry was able to respond to that residence and take him into custody without further incident. And I know we released that body cam footage of his arrest. Again, stand here as a proud sheriff of how diligently this team worked yesterday, from the moment we knew this was our individual that we needed to find up until the point that we took him into custody. And their passion, their commitment, and their professionalism, I'm so proud of them. I don't know that at this point. I don't believe so. I don't believe there's been any further conversation. Again, if we get that update, I'll certainly put that out. Thank you, everyone. Have a safe day.